Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a Tony. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. I thought I'd do some shopping in the Lost and Found, and this is what I found. Pretty stylish, huh? Hey, buenos días. Feliz cumpleaños a Antonio. Queremos ahora empezar con la palabra de Dios este miércoles. Isaías 26:3. Al de carácter firme lo guardarás en perfecta paz, porque en ti confía. The one of firm character, you will keep him en perfecta paz, in perfect peace. ¿Por qué? En ti confía. He confides in you. Bueno, ahora queremos ir al verbo del día. Por favor, escriban el verbo del día. El verbo es solicitar. Solicitar means to apply for. Perhaps you've been in a store and it says no soliciting. Don't come in my store and ask us to support you for this or that or whatever, sell world's finest chocolate. No soliciting. Solicitar means to apply for, like a scholarship, a job, ask for something. Solicitar. Preterite tense. Aste, amos, aro, I applied, aba, abas, aba, abamos, aban, I was applying, as, amos, an, I applied, solicité, hemos, and I hope I applied. Solicitaría, ias, ia, íamos, ian, I would apply. Future tense, solicitaré, as, hemos, an. The perfect tenses you have, había solicitado. The present perfect, he solicitado. The future perfect, habré solicitado. Muy bien. Estoy bien emocionado hoy por la lección, but before we get to the lesson, I want to remind you do have a quiz tomorrow over vocabulary, specifically on activities and actions quiz, mañana. So make sure you're reading your list. Bueno, we have a vocabulary homework to go over. So pause the video if you have not yet done 295 and 296. Let's go over it together. 295, 296. First activity, a tiempo parcial. Número 2, Augusto puede trabajar de cajero. He can work as a cashier. Número 3, Augusto también puede. He can do this on his bike. Not babysit on his bike. He can deliver newspapers, repartir periódicos. I know that has a tilde on it. He can work as a web designer because he knows programming. Okay, actividad 2. Actividad 2. Lift it up to there. Actividad 2. Anuario. He has to redact the yearbook. Número 2. They are finishing school and now they're going to graduarse. Número 3, el año pasado los chicos quisieron, last year the kids wanted to actuar en un drama. They wanted to be in a drama. She sings very well, so she should be in the coro. Número 5, los estudiantes van a reunión. They're going to the meeting of the events committee. En el comité de eventos. Actividad 3, answers will vary. I think that's what I wrote. Varía or varían, they vary. How do they vary? I don't know. Para, then you don't conjugate. You don't conjugate. Para something. For example, it says they're navigating internet in order to, I said, investigar universidades, to check out universities. Número 2, I do exercises in order to do not conjugate. Yes, -2 if you conjugated it. Do not conjugate after a preposition. Para mantenerme en forma, to stay in shape. Para jugar basketball. Or you could just say para basketball. Número 3, mi amiga tiene notas excelentes. She's got great grades. She will be able to, you don't have to conjugate here either. Podrá ir a Harvard. She will be able to go to Harvard. Or podrá graduarse. Or something like that. Next página. Next página. Turn the page. Remember, 2 points per error. 5 bonus points if you do the 6th activity. B, D, C, A, E, bricaire. B, D, C, A, E. Activity 2. Actividad 2. El anuario. She has to organize the photos. Yeah, that makes sense. El anuario. Número 2, es miembro del coro. She's a member of the choir. Número 3, actúa en un drama. She loves theater. Yeah, that makes sense. So easy. Next one, se gradúa. Se gradúa. Now, you're saying, wait, I just wrote graduarse. You're in Spanish 3. You know, you got to conjugate to make sense. You would not just say, termina la escuela, el graduarse. He to graduate. No, he's graduating this year. Now, if you put it in the future tense, it's okay. If you put it in the preterite tense, not so good, but it's better than not having conjugated it. So I just put it in the present tense. And the last one, you don't need to conjugate because there's no verb. Marta y Tobias participan en el comité estudiantil o la organización de estudiantes. If you have something that you think, like, I think mine makes sense, profe, and if I were in class, I'd argue it with you, go ahead and just type that in an email. I'll probably give it to you, but don't assume I will. All right, here we go. And then the last section, why do you do exercise? You give yourself 5 points if you did that section. Muy bien. I'm so excited to get to today's lesson. When we study our verb, we did our chart first quarter, and we've done it again, where I give you all the conjugations. There's one blank missing, and that's the blank we're going to fill in today. It is the 7th tense, and it's called the imperfect subjunctive. I like to call it the past subjunctive. It's the imperfect subjunctive. So today I'm going to talk to you about the imperfect subjunctive. Please go in your text on 397, called the imperfecto del subjuntivo. So let's English grammar connect. In English, you typically use the conditional or the infinitive after expression of hope, doubt, influence, emotion, opinion in the past. In Spanish, you use the imperfect subjunctive. I hoped everything would turn out well. Esperaba que todo saliera bien. That's the past subjunctive. His mother wanted him to study more. Su mamá quería que estudiara más. How do you do this in Spanish? You already know when to use the present subjunctive, don't you? I taught it to you for, I think, 2 months this year and 1 month last year. You do know the present subjunctive. Why do we use the imperfect subjunctive? How do you use it? Here's how. Expressions of hope, doubt, emotion, or opinion in the past. Present subjunctive, present tense. Past subjunctive, past tense. In other words, anything that's opinion, doubt, influence, or emotion in the past is going to be past subjunctive. What do you mean? What do you mean? All right. Well, in the present tense, I say, I hope that I graduate. In the past tense, you would say, oh, I hoped that he graduated. He didn't. You want to say, it's good that you study. Es bueno que estudies. That's subjunctive in the present. But in the past, it would be, it's good that you studied for this test. That's giving your opinion in the past tense. You need to use the past subjunctive. So that's why there's a past subjunctive. How do you conjugate this? To form the imperfect subjunctive, remove the ron from the ustedes ellos form of the preterite tense and add the imperfect endings. So you take a look there. Tomar in the preterite tense becomes tomaron. Drop the ron and add ra, ras, ra, ramos, ran. Saber, what's saber in the preterite? Supieron. Drop the ron and add ra, ras, ra, ramos, ran. Or pedir, pidieron. Drop the ron and add ra, ras, ra, ramos, ran. Okay? The ending is the same. Doesn't matter if it's AR, ER, or IR. And let's see here. There is an accent on the nosotros of the tomáramos. El profesor de música quería que nosotros tomáramos parte en el coro. The music director wanted us to take part in the choir. Or yo dudaba que alguien supiera la respuesta correcta. I doubted that anyone would know the correct answer. All right, here's how I'm going to explain it to you. I'm pretty excited about this. First off, you start off like this. First off, why is there an imperfect subjunctive, profe? Here's the reason. Here's the reason. It's the same as the present subjunctive. Opinions, doubt, odi, influence, emotion. But it's in the past. In the present tense, you say opinion. It's good that you watch this whole video. Okay? It's my opinion. Maybe you will watch it. Maybe you'll hit it kind of on 1.5% speed. All right, doubt. I doubt that you read the list each... Oh, I shouldn't say that. I doubt that you watch CNN. I don't know. Whatever it is. It's not reality in my mind, so therefore it's subjunctive. But all of these things in the past tense require past subjunctive. So I want to say it's good that you went to church last week. Or I doubted that you ate all your greens. Or influence. Influence in the present sounds like this. I want you to read the list. Past tense sounds like this. I wanted you to read the list. That is trying to influence your behavior in the past. And emotion. It's good, present tense, that you do this. Or I'm sad that he does this, but I can say it in the past. I was sad that he did this. All right, so here we go. Here's some examples. Fue malo instead of es malo, but in the past. Fue malo que comieras toda la pizza. It's bad that he ate all the pizza, that you ate all the pizza. Es bueno, you can put it in the present, but this has to be in the past. Es bueno que fueras a Florida. It's good that you went to Florida. Era terrible, you can also put it in the past tense before the que. It was terrible que ellos tuvieran problemas. It was terrible that they had problems. Ojalá que no dieras más tarea. Oh, if only you didn't give any more homework. Ojalá que no dieras más tarea. All right, how do I form this? Well, here's what you need to do. Like the present subjunctive, you have to go back to the present, to the yo, drop the o, and add the opposite ending. How many times have I told you that? Well, in the past tense, wouldn't it make sense you go back to the past tense, drop something and add the op? Well, it's similar. You have to go back to the preterite tense, to the they form, drop the ron, and add the cheerleader ending. The cheerleader endings? What are you talking about? All right, let's look at the verb of the day real quick. The verb of the day looks like this. All right, which one of these is the preterite tense? If you don't know that by now, I don't think you've been watching these videos. Of course you know that. Solicitaron, drop the ron, and add the cheerleader endings. What do cheerleaders say? Why, cheerleaders say, let me get ready here. Safety mats. Set my mats on the floor in case I have an accident. And what cheerleaders say is ra, ras, ra, ramos, ran. Real simple. So, give me any verb. Give me any verb. All right? Hablar. Go back to the they form. Hablaron. Drop the ron. Hablar. And then the past subjunctive is going to be hablará, hablarás, hablará, hablaramos, hablarán. It's really that simple. Do comer. Comí, comiste, comió, comimos, comieron. Drop the ron. Comerá, ras, ra, ramos, ran. It's really that simple. Okay? So, be mindful that the pink sheet irregulars kind of cause a little trip up here. What do you mean? Well, if you're going back to the ron of a pink sheet verb, like tener, tuvieron, or saber, supieron. So if you know the preterite tense, this isn't anything really to learn. But if you never learned the preterite tense, you got some studying to do. Pusieron, or poder, pudieron, or decir, dijeron, or traer, trajeron, or andar, anduvieron. This is all on your pink sheet, which you saved. Good. Hacer, hicieron, querer, quisieron, conducir, condujeron, haber, hubieron. Yeah. Ser, or an ir, fueron, dar, dieron, pedir, stem changes, pidieron, morir, stem changes, murieron, creer has a Y, creyeron, leer has a Y, leyeron. Real simple. So if you want to say, man, I doubted that you had your homework done before the video. Well, you take tener, and it goes tuve, tuviste, tuvo, tuvimos, tuvieron, drop the ron, tuvier, ra, ras, ra, ramos, ran. Real simple. So, here's what else you could do. You could take an AR verb. Those are so simple because you take tomar, go back to the they form, tomaron, and it's going to be tomar, ra, ras, ra, ramos, ran. Or ER and IR verbs, they're moderately easy as well. Beber, bebieron, drop the ron, and it's bebiera, ras, ra, ramos, ran. I call these the cheerleader verbs. If you don't know why, I just made a fool of myself for no reason. Okay, so That's how you do the past subjunctive. We're going to practice 2 activities, and we'll be practicing it pretty much for the rest of this week. Turn the page to 398. I have my safety mats here in case I fall. On 398, activity 6, mis padres. Haz frases para decir que querían los padres de sus hijos que hicieron el verano pasado. Let's take a look there. It says, make sentences to say what the parents wanted their kids to do last summer. All right, so why is subjunctive used in what parents wanted their kids to do? It's used because of influence, but it's last summer. So last summer, the parents wanted. What tense is they wanted? Well, look in the model. Mis padres querían. It's the imperfect tense. It's the past tense. Mis padres querían. So you do need to know the imperfect tense as well as the preterite tense, as well as this imperfect subjunctive. So mis padres querían. That is a fact. That is not past subjunctive. It is a reality. They actually wanted this. But what did they want? Well, they wanted that I quit being stressed out. Just because they wanted me to not be stressed out, does that mean I wasn't? No, they were trying to influence my behavior. So you take the verb dejar, and you realize that dejar is a regular AR verb. So you go back to the they form, dejaron, and you drop the ron, dejar, and it's going to be dejara, ras, ra, ramos, ran. It is that easy. So you want to say, mis padres querían que yo dejara de estar estresado. My parents wanted me to quit being stressed out. All right, number one, Margaret, her parents wanted her to pay her taxes. Her parents wanted. So every time it's going to be they wanted that. Querían que, every sentence. Okay? I want you to say these out loud or jot them down. I'm not making you send them in, but you need to do it. It's just part of the learning cycle. All right, so number 1 says this. Querían que pagara los impuestos. Where did I come up with that? Well, first off, every time it's going to be querían. They wanted. All right, so that's influence. After the K, we need to use the subjunctive. Pagar, pagué, pagaste, pagó, pagamos, pagaron, drop the ron, pagara. That's all you have to do. Number 2. Marcos and Daniel's parents wanted them to do well in their exams. Profe, you're saying to do well. Why do you even conjugate it? Because in English we can say the infinitive. In Spanish, when you're trying to influence somebody's behavior, you've got to use, and there's a K, and there's a change in subject, you've got to use the past subjunctive. So, here we go. Parents wanted, querían que salieran bien en los exámenes. All right, salí, saliste, salió, salimos, salieron, drop the ron, salieran. Ra, ras, ra, ramos, ran. Are you starting to get this? I wish I could see your faces. Number 3. Your parents wanted you to work as a lifeguard. Once again, same start of the sentence. Querían que trabajaras de salvavidas. Now, by now you're realizing the AR verbs are stinking easy. Basically, you just take the infinitive and add ra, ras, ran. Yeah, it's true. The reason I say go back to the ron is for everything that's weird, like andar. You can't say andara because we know it's anduvieron. So that's why I say go back to the ron. All right, number 4. My parents wanted me to get a job at the library. Querían que pidiera. It's a stem changer. Pedí, pediste, pidió, pedimos, pidieron. Yeah, you need to know the preterite tense. Pidieron, so it becomes pidiera. All right, number 5. Rebecca and Alonso. Their parents wanted them to be members of the NHS. Querían que fueran miembros. Why? Ser becomes fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fueron. Drop the ron, fueran miembros del comité. Number 6. Y'all's parents wanted you to open a savings account. So it goes, querían que abrieran. Abrir goes y, iste, yo, imos, hieron. Abrieran una cuenta de ahorros. All right, activity 7. You are going to be having a conversation with me. I think I'm going to be person A, you're going to be person B. So just say it out loud. Yes, right there, say it out loud. That's what I expect. Contesta las preguntas de tu compañero. I'm your compañero. Sobre las recomendaciones que le diste a tus amigos. Okay? So, ¿qué les recomendaste a tus amigos que visitaron? What did you recommend your friends to visit? Les recomendé que visitaron el castillo. I recommended that they visit the castle. Activity 7. All right. So, number 1. I'm going to say, what did you recommend your friends to do? I'm going to say that to you, and you're going to say, I recommended that they do a guided tour. ¿Qué les recomendaste a tus amigos que hicieran? If you just listen to me, you can just have the answer. Answer, I recommended that they, les recomendé every time. I recommended to them. It's the past tense. You're trying to influence their behavior from yesterday. Que hicieran una visita guiada. Number 2. ¿Qué les recomendaste a tus amigos que probaran? What did you recommend your friends to taste? Les recomendé que probaran las arepas. Got it? Number 3. ¿Qué les recomendaste a tus amigos que trajeran? What did you recommend your friends to bring? Got it? Les recomendé que trajeran de recuerdo un tapiz. Did they bring a souvenir of tapestry? Why is it trajeron? Because traer is a pink sheet verb. It goes traje, trajiste, trajo, trajimos. It's a J one, so it goes trajeron, J-E-R-O-N. So it's trajeran. Trajeran. All right. Número 4. ¿Qué les recomendaste a tus amigos que vieran en unas, que vieran? What do you recommend your friends to watch, to see? Les recomendé que vieran una ceremonia local. ¿Qué les recomendaste a tus amigos que exploraran? What do you recommend your friends to explore? Les recomendé que exploraran el centro histórico. ¿Qué les recomendaste a tus amigos que leyeran? What would you recommend for your friends to read? Answer. You're answering. Good. I like your answer. Just check it. Les recomendé que leyeran, spelled with a Y, because when you go back to the they form, it's leí, leíste, leyó, leímos, leyeron with a Y-E-R-O-N. So in this, it's going to be spelled Y-E-R-A-N. Que leyeran una guía turística. Okay, so exciting day, learning the past subjunctive, the cheerleader verb, celebrating Tony's birthday. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to study for your vocab. I want you to send me an email telling me how long everything took today, along with just the homework score that you scored. You don't need to send me any of the activities from today. And then the homework that's going to be due for you on Monday is 298, 299 with the Ra, Ras, Ra, Ramos, Ran. Tomorrow, Thursday, I will review with you again Ra, Ras, Ra, Ramos, Ran. Hopefully you'll start to get it. Thank you for your atención.